Welcome back to a Grail auction. It is our second and first of the week. Today we have a fleet of Knights of Degen to auction off. If you have any questions on how to place bids, please put them in the chat and visit the site to deposit your security, to do the security deposit and get all signed up. Today we have Eric joining us. How are you doing?
Very good. How are you doing, Luke?
I am doing well. It was nice to take a little bit of a break from NFTs over the weekend. Just to watch goblins pump and all this other random stuff kind of go up and be like, okay, let's take a step back. But what's caught your eye so far in the NFT world in the past few days?
Yeah, no, I'm pumped to be here as a member of the Grail team. Been working on the product behind the scenes for so long. Beyond excited that it's finally launched and happy to be here on stream with you now, talk about NFTs and all the fun stuff going on.
Yeah, I guess, want to go into your role at all a little bit? Just give the audience a little sneak peek into what you're working on.
Yeah, so I help with everything on behind the scenes, the growth, the product launch. So being that we can finally, showcase the product, run some auctions, couldn't be happier to be here.
Awesome. Well, before we get into Knights of Degen, we can just kind of bring up what we're auctioning off tonight. If I can find the right link. Yep, there we go. These are the 6 we have. Very interesting Knights of Degen 1602 with the spaceship helmet. We have the baseball jersey, and then right here we got the knight armor in gold, which only 1% have, and then the Spartan helmet. Which one's your favorite?
I'm impartial. I'm going to go with the robot. I know it's a little bit rare, but the gold armor, the gold sword, really just doing it for me. That one's, the one I have my heart set on if I were to go after one of these.
Yeah, it's ranked at 3716. The sword is a 0.95 floor right now, which is like triple, quadruple what the normal floor of this project's sitting at right now at 0.19.
Yeah, and it's such a cool, if you want to be in the NFT world right now, everyone's gravitating towards PFPs and fun projects like that. But a lot of people came in through, sports and loving sports because they came in through Top Shot. That was like a lot of people's first intro to NFTs. I know myself included. I wanted a Top Shot moment, but like, what did I really do with it? I collected it. I watched it go down in value a little bit, and got into PFP. So Knights of Degen is like a fun baby's first step into like NFTs. It's affordable. It's a great, lively community, and they're all like sport lovers alike.
I don't know like what more you could ask for out of a project, out of a team, out of the advisors. I mean, they own a fan-controlled football team, and they have Terrell Owens on their team. Sam, thank you for joining. Do you know anything about Knights of Degen, or what are you looking into these days? But like, I think my screen will pop up here in a second. I'm sharing the wrong screen. Classic. The roadmap is just absolutely wild. It's kind of hard to read on their scroll, but they have a huge team. They're all docs. They got a ton of fun stuff coming. I think it's really interesting that they're trying to build a media network. And the other thing is they have all these like competitions. They're partnered with DraftKings, so they do that kind of stuff. But they're building their own app that they can so they don't have to use Web 2 platforms and, I don't know, gambling sites to just kind of compete against each other for, what was that? I think it's goblets. If you win something, you get a goblet. So these guys have the branding down pat. And the first one is going to be up for auction in 5 minutes now. The current bid is 0.05 for 8348. Now I'm going to actually open up their site. This is kind of what the roadmap 2.0 looks like. Characters, lore. It's kind of hard to read. They're clicking. When you click it, it goes into a new tab. That's not what we want. The cool thing about Knights of Degen, though, that stuck out to me is not the goblets. It's how they kind of described it to people. People who love sports, betting, alpha, and NFTs. Like, what great branding is that? What a great community to form yourselves around. I mean, they've been at it for a long time. They got people, as people like to say, building. It's been a cool little project to follow along.
No, it absolutely has. What do you look at when you're looking at these Knights of Degen? Like, what really sticks out to you?
I'm a floor guy through and through, so if I would be buying one, I'd be picking up the cheapest one. But the most interesting thing is the 1602, in my opinion, where it has the spaceship helmet, and none of them are listed for sale on the popular marketplaces. So it has the infinity floor. So who know? I mean, how do you take on those situations in the market with traits that are rare, not really for sale, kind of set the market?
It's hard to do, if you're looking at it as a collector and you want to hold this long term, it's totally emotional. What are you willing to pay to have, the perfect NFT for you? If you're looking at it as an investor, you could, take a step back and say, hey, what's the last time it sold? How long ago was it? What was the state of market when it sold last? And like, where do I think it's going next?
Yeah, I guess to your point of what I would look for, this just caught my eye. I should have brought it up earlier, but there's more benefits with how many knights you have. So I would rather get 3 floors to get the Duke status, which when they form the DAO and the tokenomics comes out, I know they're working on that. Potentially there could be more usage rights or ownership. So that would be my game plan.
Totally. And then we're coming up on that almost that 3-minute mark till the first lot expires. I could talk a little bit about how bidding works.
Go
So
for it.
anyone who wants to place a bid on the website has to make sure that they have their security deposit in. You can go make sure you're an approved bidder. That security deposit is totally refundable. Whenever you want, you can pull it off the site. It just enables you to bid off the chain. And it enables you to not have enough ETH in your wallet at the moment when you're purchasing it. And it allows for like a quicker bidding process.
That is one of the cool features of the Grail auction. Scott, thank you for joining. Love the robot. I wonder if Scott's going to be sniping that one.
Looks like it. The first one that's expiring, there's 2.5 minutes left right now.
Mm-hmm.
Current bid is 0.05, which is quite a good deal when you're looking at the floor of the project. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, that's an absolute steal if you could snag that for that price. The King's Guard armor is the floor 0.27, cigar mouth 0.26, the tired AF eyes is 0.24. This is a kid's show. I'll leave out what it actually means, and then the Knight's helmet at 0.24. I mean, this one is kind of that, it's ranked 7,000, but a lot of the traits are just slightly even above floor.
Yeah, no, rank 7,000 out of, I think, 8,888 total NFTs. Definitely, a floor NFT if you're zooming out and looking at it. But nonetheless, like the eye appeal is pretty great. I think, the green and the blue and the purple all together makes like a fun little PFP pick. It really pops out of you.
People are weird with the eyes though, like the apes and the crazy eyes. I feel
Yeah.
like I don't know, maybe it's just a me thing, but people seem to speculate about the eyes in a lot of the NFTs.
Yeah, no, it seems like all the projects have some sort of eyes in that category.
I personally think the last one we have going, there's price is 0.15 on that one, 6536. What is the eyes on that one? The bloodshot eyes. That looks a little funnier. But I don't know if that's what you want your online persona to be, just like the crazy eyes.
There's something for everyone,
It's
right?
not to that extreme, but it's funny.
Yeah. 1 minute left on this first lot expiring. Current bid still 0.05 ETH. That's about a quarter of the current floor price. So someone's going to walk away with this deal.
Let's watch this first one count down. 38 seconds left. Let's see if anyone presses the button on that one.
Yeah. Seems like you can't lose on that one. You get to, if it's not your first one you're entering, or if it's your first one you're entering in the new community for a fraction of the floor price. If you already hold one, I'm sure you wouldn't mind having another.
Yeah, I mean, this is, you get to coach TO in a few days. You get to go to the Austin meetup, NFT NYC party. A lot of utility here.
As we're coming to a close, Any last minute bids are going to take it. And no, lot number 1 closed,
Lot number
0.05
1.
Ethereum. Someone's going to walk away happy.
Now we're on to Scott's spaceship helmet. See how this one ends up.
Yeah, no, excited to see that one. This is really a bit more indicative of what the market's at right now. No one can really price in how much the spaceship helmet's worth. There's none for sale.
Yeah, it's a weird time. I was looking at this today as I nerd out over NFT analytics, but if we look all the way in the top right, we finally went up just a little bit. We saw some pretty decent volume today. Maybe we're coming back after the other side took a lot of stuff out, but we're seeing a ton on Solana right now. I think there's like 3 big mints this week taking out a ton of liquidity, but we'll see what happens. I'm not up to speed on that ecosystem. Are you at all?
Not as much. I know a lot of people who are. I just, have been staying in my lane and enjoying what I've been enjoying. I haven't really dove too deep into that yet.
I was talking to someone at VCon actually that is a huge Solana guy. He just trades in, trades out. And when I was doing, I hate to talk about this on a fun auction, but when I was doing my taxes for NFTs and crypto and all that stuff, like the Solana, there was 4 transactions for like 1 Ethereum transaction. So I'm like, how many transactions did you have on Solana? And he goes, 27,000.
His poor accountant.
What?
His poor accountant.
Yeah, he had to pay someone to do it, but that knowing that has me staying away. I'll buy Solana, but that scares me.
Yeah, no, I'm sure, with the improvements that they're doing, one day we'll all be using it regularly. But at right now, I've been enjoying my time on the Ethereum blockchain, buying some of the NFTs over here. But just shouting out real quick, about 45 seconds left on lot number 2. Knights of Degen, number 1602. What's the rarity rank on this one?
The rarity rank on this one is 3,111. The spaceship helmet and the cigarette mouth, which is a 0.33 floor right now. And there's not many of those helmets out there.
Yeah, 84 total helmets, less than 1% of the population. I love how Lucky Trader puts the floor at infinite.
Yeah.
It's not for sale. Sky's really the limit there, right?
Set it to 1,000. See what happens.
Yeah. Lot number 2 coming to a close in just a few seconds. And there we go. 0.1 ETH, new lucky winner, getting a really great deal. And now we're on to the next. Number 6281 with the baseball jersey and the backwards hat. This one, Lucky Trader saying it's rarity rank number 2975.
Yep, the baseball jersey is 0.39. 28. This is kind of the second rarest one, or actually, no, the rarest one we have tonight with the baseball jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if there's any baseball players affiliated? I know they have Tiki Barber as an advisor to them. I don't know if there's any baseball players partnered with the Knights of Degen.
Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you, but I've seen countless people, who are affiliated with the project. I'm sure there's someone here or there.
They got Jarul on the board, Tiki Barber. Yeah, I was thinking Justin Turner, who loves NFTs for some reason, which I think is hilarious. He would fit in well with this community.
Totally. Then for some other cool projects that came out recently, Karafuru and Hypebeast and Atmos did a collaboration. Just minted the 3D Karafuru collection. Have you seen that yet?
I have not. I've heard about it. I was off the map this weekend. I didn't have a lot of internet. I didn't have a lot of stuff to access, so I had a lot of FOMO. But it's nice when you have no Wi-Fi and you can't really see it, to be completely honest.
And it seems like there's a new mint, constantly happening that's breaking the news anyway. But lately, a few big projects have come out between that. Chimpers has been blowing up, still in the top 10.
Down
volume.
80% in the last 7 days, but
Yeah.
still at 3.
Yeah, they're down 80%, but I think Goblin Town is up, over 100%.
It's
Long
at 4.43 right now, up 270% in 24 hours.
Really amazing to see. But getting back to our Knights of Degen, lot number 3 is ending in 40 seconds from now. Any new bid that comes in the last 30 seconds will extend it back to that 30-second mark. So we don't really have last-minute sniping. We want to give everyone a fair shot. So 0.1 ETH is the current bid. Any bid above that will take it home, get the rare baseball jersey. Only one listed for sale right now.
The baseball jersey is a nice one. Before we join the stream, they also have basketball jerseys and football jerseys.
They have 2 different types of basketball jerseys. They have a Knicks colorway, which is, the one that I would definitely go for. And there we have it. Another one sold. We have 3 left for the night. The next one being number 4595, the robot with the gold armor and gold sword.
This is one you were excited about.
It is, yeah. It's a good looking knight in general. You gotta love the robot being a little bit more rare, and then all the gold on it.
What color is his face? I'm colorblind. Is that like a teal or is that like a blue? But it all looks in my eyes, it looks good. The color scheme.
It is a teal. Definitely hard to see if you're colorblind, but a nice shade of teal.
I could never break cards because I couldn't tell blue or purple, but NFTs and the traits have been really helpful.
Yeah, it makes it nice and easy telling you exactly what color it is.
Yeah, this one's nice. This would be a nice little entry. Is your normal strategy? Do you like to grab like a top 30%, or do you just buy the floor, or you go for eye appeal and just are going to hold it for years?
I tell myself every time, buy on the floor, you'll always do better. And every time I look at the floor, I'm like, well, if I spend a little bit more, I can get one that's a little bit cooler. And then I buy one a little bit better than that. And eventually I'm buying a mid rarity that's not super liquid. And I just hold it forever anyway.
Yeah, I've done the same.
I know I should be buying the floor, but I enjoy collecting too much.
It is super fun. This would be a really nice one to have. Good time to grab some of this before NFT NYC and some of their other meetups if you could get to those.
No, it absolutely is. And let's find out what's the rarity on this one.
The rarity on this one is 3716.
Got you. So kind of a little bit more towards the middle. Yep. But nonetheless, it's priced under the floor of the whole project. So really can't lose there.
45 seconds left on this one. Current bid is at 0.15. I'd love to see another extended bidding today, kind of like we got with the Crypto Walkers.
This seems like a no-brainer one to extend the bidding on, being that, all the gold, the fact that it's a robot. This is like where I would think the action should be.
Especially if you're looking at all 6 of these before the show, this one would stick out to me.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought. Me as well. Coming to an end right now. 9 seconds left. Current bid 0.15 Ethereum. Any last minute? And no, it got sold. On to the next. So number 6835. Let's take a look into that one.
This one's got the chainmail, tongue out, human, yellow background, Valkyrie helmet. It looks kind of cool.
Looks cool.
The helmet, it's very on brand for Knights of Degen.
Oh, totally on brand.
Someone just hit some crazy parlay, some 7-team, something wild on an NFL Sunday.
Yeah, smiling with their tongue out, put on a crazy helmet.
Mocking all their friends that just told them they were an idiot for placing that bet or something. Yeah. The yellow, too. The yellow definitely pops on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Have you ever the a lot of people like to use the expansion punks. I feel like that's one of the reasons why like derivatives did well with the yellow backgrounds. They stuck out so much, even though like I'm not a huge derivative fan. I have a couple of the expansion punks, but I feel like yellow. You see a lot of yellow on social.
Yeah, no, the yellow definitely stands out and pops. Um, Current bid right now, the floor is for this lot is 0.15 Ethereum. We have one bidder, so anyone's game right now, 0.15 versus a floor right now of 0.2. The high floor of Knights of Degen at one point it was right under 1 Ethereum.
Mm-hmm. There's some huge days in their history with really big sales.
Oh yeah. So even though over here like you're going more towards a floor one, definitely has the eye appeal going for it. And you're getting in a good project at a great price.
Because they've been around. This isn't even a new project. Yeah, they've been out since like October 14th.
Mm-hmm.
All coming up on a year, 4 months away.
In the grand scheme of things, October wasn't too long ago, but in the NFT world, it's
5 years.
practically decades.
Mm-hmm.
They're grandfathered in at this point.
Average February 5th, average price 0.7. The cool thing is they have a great target audience of like 25 to 40-year-olds, football. I think they have somewhere on their site. It's like Game of Thrones meets football is how a community member described it, which is hilarious. It's a really cool community.
I love that.
I'm happy
And
we're doing an auction on it because I've been more exposed to it, and I'm interested in picking one up now.
yeah, you don't see a lot of projects have only 3 different characters. They have a human, a robot, and an alien. Nowadays, you're seeing a human, robot, alien. You're seeing, a zombie, and you're seeing a dinosaur, and all sorts of craziness. Cool seeing that, like, if you have a human, you're like not that rare. A robot is 1,700 out of the 8,000, and an alien is 884 out of the total 8888. So about 10% are aliens. Makes you like really appreciate like the rarity and like
It
having a
does.
different character.
Sorry we got sidetracked there, but that last one did end up selling for 0.15. We have about 2 minutes 20 seconds on the final one, 6536. It's at 0.15 right now. There are no bids.
And these
Yeah,
black eyes are kind of funky, really looking me right in the face, right?
I like these eyes. I think they're kind of funny.
Very cool.
Like a really good memer on Twitter could use this well.
Yeah. And being that tonight has the knight armor, has a sword, very cool in general. I think the sword is only silver sword, 312 of them total, about 3.5% of the total population.
Yeah, 0.28, 0.28 for the bloodshot. My screen should be coming up here in a second. Kind of watch this one come down.
I've seen people say both, you either want the rarest in the pack or you want the very least rare. The least rare is, one of the most rare, being that there's none less rare than it. Is rarity rank 8391. Not many less rare than that, right?
Yeah, no, that is funny. I had the second least rare deadhead at one point.
Oh, yeah?
9999 out of 10,000.
I think the least rare Bored Ape sold for, what was it, 2 times more than the floor at when it
A
sold?
ton. A
Yeah.
stupid amount.
Yeah. Just really interesting to see. Coming to a close in this auction, 45 seconds left. The opening price is 0.15. So any bid will take this. No one's bid enough to get it yet. And once again, good
Final
deal.
night on a Tuesday night.
Tuesday night auction. 20 seconds left. Any bid will take this for under the floor price of the Knights of Degen. Great entry point.
8, 7. Let's see if this gets extended.
I hope so, honestly. There we go. That lot has closed. That's the finale of the auction. How do you feel overall?
Well, I thought this was a lot of fun. Good banter. Fun to kind of go through these nights. It was a really good lot of NFTs to auction off.
No, I totally agree. And I think some buyers are going to walk away really happy looking
Mhm.
back, seeing what they purchased. I think a lot of these were no-brainers.
Yeah, and I know there's another auction coming up tomorrow night. Any insight into that one with the specific NFTs going up for sale?
Yeah, so tomorrow night we're gonna have an artist on. His name is Blank. He does these really cool portraits. The auction is already on the site. We're auctioning off 3 of his pieces of works. All of them are opening at a price of zero point 0.1 Ethereum. I think we already have some bids coming in, but really colorful, beautiful artwork. Excited to see where it goes because his other artwork sells for 0.75 plus. Uh, Happy to have him on, tell a story, and looking forward to coming back and chatting up with you sometime in the future.
Yeah, no, thanks for the time. Thanks for having me on. This was great. Thanks for all the people giving up their NFTs for auction. Congrats to the buyers, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Awesome. Cheers, Luke.
Take care.